What's up, guys? Good morning, and welcome back to another episode. I am recording this intro on my couch while my wife is asleep, snoring. So you could probably hear it in the background. But, yeah, super late. I'm about to pass out. I had to record an intro. Figured I'd do it right now. But this week's guest was an awesome one. He is the first guy to welcome me into the Pittsburgh comedy scene, and we hit it off right away. My guest this week is Aarik Nesby. Aarik is a 20-year-old dude from West Mifflin who is just out there, just trying to make some people laugh, trying to make some money, trying to make some people laugh, and just enjoying it. And I had a really good time talking with him. We sat down for a while. This was a really good interview. We go over a lot of good shit, and he's just a good dude. I'm really excited to progress in this comedy game with him. He's definitely been doing it for a minute, so he has some really good stories, and I think you guys will like this. So without further ado, I present to you episode 16 of I'll Call You Right Back podcast with Aarik Nesby.
Telephone.
Hello?
Telephone.
I'll call you right back. I'll call you right back.
Telephone.
I'll Call You Right Back podcast. You sure?
Positive. HIV
right.
positive.
HIV positive.
Yeah.
Okay, what's in the cup?
My favorite Gatorade.
Tell us what it is.
It's that kiwi strawberry.
Kiwi strawberry Gatorade. I've never had this flavor before.
For real?
Yeah. I usually go with like the cucumber, whatever it's called. Like it's called like cucumber limon or whatever.
See, I like to try things that I tried before. Like I had kiwi strawberry before once. Not in Gatorade form, but just in other forms.
Yeah,
and
like
I knew
flavors and stuff.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be good in Gatorade.
I'm usually not like, my nickname has been Strawberry since 6th grade. I got it because I dyed my hair blonde at a football camp, or like before football camp. And these kids just called me Strawberry, and it's stuck forever. It's fucking tattooed on my lip. I have not been able to get rid of it forever.
It's really tattooed on your lip. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was my first tattoo ever, July 1st, 2008, the day after my 18th birthday. My mother threatened to kick me out of the house if I came home with a tattoo, so I had to get one that I had to hide. But now I got tattoos, so she doesn't give a fuck. But
Did it hurt?
the lip, no. The lip was just weird because, like, I went to Flying Monkey in Southside, and, like, no one really did lip tattoos, I guess. Like, I had to go to a few places to find someone to do it, and I haggled this fucking dude. I was like, yeah, there's people, this guy up at Jester's Court told me he'd do it for $75, and then this guy was like, I'll do it for $50. That's fine. And I was like, all right, that'll be good.
Hey,
so I just had to hold my lip down, and it took, like, maybe 5-10 minutes, and he just like drew it in there, and it's been there ever since. But what's weird about lip tattoos is like some of them go away immediately. Like people's mouths never heal, so like it being wet all the time, it never is like able to like stay. But yeah, it's still there. But what I was talking about is I don't even fuck with strawberry as a flavor really.
When I seen that, I wonder like strawberry. I think that's your shit. Like he like strawberry shakes, strawberry milkshakes, smoothies.
Nope, not at all. People always ask like where my Instagram name came from, like people at Threads or whatever, and I tell them that it was all just because I fucking dyed my hair a long time ago, and the dudes because they were seniors. I went to a Metro Index football camp whenever I was in 8th grade, and these dudes were seniors from Elizabeth Forward, the same school as me. So instead of learning my name like a fucking human being, they just were like, yeah, dude, I'm a fucking bro. I'm going to just call you Strawberry.
Just call me bro. Don't call me no names.
Don't even, they no respect. And my whole entire life, it's just Strawberry. People, my best friends, like, it's weird whenever they call me Chad.
You know what's weird? Like everything of my social media is my last name.
Yeah.
It's funny. It started out as football. Like freshman year, I didn't really play. I didn't care to play. Then my sophomore year, when I played, the coach was like, because my uncle played, and he's like, I taught your uncle.
Yeah.
And we called him Nesby. So
that's not your actual last name?
Yeah, Nesby.
Nesby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My first name is Aarik, and it's weird when like people call me Aarik. Like literally since my sophomore year.
Fucking weird, dude.
Sophomore year through senior year, it's been Nesby.
But now it's like I met you as Aarik. You met me as Chad. So it's like it's weird for me to be like, yo, Nesby, or you be like, yo, Strawberry.
Yeah.
And it's weird as fuck.
No, like I don't get weirded out when people say Aarik, but I don't answer.
Oh no, I don't get weirded out, but it's just like it would be. It's like you met me as one way already. Speaking of that, wait, introduce yourself.
All right, Aarik Nesby.
Now tell us what you do and how we became acquaintances.
Me and you?
Yeah.
I do stand up. Been doing it for about 2.5 years almost.
Yeah, stand up comedy.
Yep, and how we met was at the Improv, right? Yeah, the Improv. The first time we met.
Comedy competition, and me and you just like kind of linked up after that.
Yeah, no, but my girlfriend texted me. She was like, "Yo, whoever this fat dude is with the camo on is funny as fuck." And I wasn't even paying attention. I'm like, for real, hold on, because I was in the bathroom, I was lollygagging, and I went to check her. I'm like, yo, this dude's really funny as hell, talking about kicking chickens or Mexicans kicking chickens. I thought that shit was funny as hell.
I appreciate that. That was my first time ever.
Yeah, bro. I was like, yeah, like. I mean, I do pay attention to some people, but I was just lollygagging. I was just pissing around with.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I did not. I mean, I'll be honest. I did not listen to a single person before I went up there because like I was just so fucking scared. Like I was the most scared I've ever been in my entire life.
Bro, the first time I did I think you did way better than me than the first time I did stand up.
I felt like I was gonna shit on myself. I was like, bro, I got the BGs. And I was so just like, I wasn't afraid to talk in front of people. I was just afraid that people weren't going to think that my shit was funny. You know what I mean? Like I listen to all these podcasts whenever all these comedians are talking about bombing and shit like that and how it's like the fucking worst feeling ever. And I'm just like, fuck, man, fuck. And like I went up there and like I rehearsed this shit so much and I just kept trying to read over it and kept trying to read over it and kept trying to read over it. And I was like, fuck, man. And I went up there and I just like tried to make it happen.
That's dope. My first time doing stand up wasn't the prettiest. I had a 5-minute open mic set at the Improv.
Yeah,
and it was through T Road. My dad knew him and my mom knew him too.
Yeah,
so it was like, yeah, try to see if you get my son down there. And I was like, I don't think I'm ready for the Improv. I don't think I'm ready because I'm like, what famous people down there? Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle. Like,
I know.
Famous people touch that stage, and you think I have the audacity to go up there and be as good as them.
Dude,
yeah,
that's
right.
exactly what I was saying. I was like, I just seen fucking Burt Kreischer and like fucking Dion Cole was there. Like we're just like, fuck, man.
So when I decided to grow some balls, I did it. I was like, oh well, fuck it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? People were freaking out. I was like, bro, you're doing improv, bro. Like they're calling me Chris Rock. People say I look like Tracy Morgan, and that Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut
from the Wood.
A lot?
All the time. All the time. Yeah,
that's what's up, though.
I don't look nothing like them people. I mean, maybe Tracy Morgan. I can see because of the eyebrows, but
because of the eyebrows.
Yeah, just because of the thick eyebrows.
So, wait, let's go back from the beginning. Now, where'd you grow up at?
West Mifflin.
Okay, and you are how old?
20.
You're 20?
20.
You're only 20 years old.
Only 20 years old.
Really?
You never knew that?
I thought you were 22 for some reason.
Bro, no, I turned 21 in August.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, so you're out there killing it already. See?
Just living the dream, right?
Yeah, dude, I wish I would have fucking started it so much long ago or so much longer, but like I was just always so scared. I like doing the social media act. Like I was on Vine, I started to get real big, and then Instagram started doing stuff like Vine was doing. So I wanted to try to keep up, and I really didn't care for Vine. And then Instagram took over. I hated Vine.
And they gave you like what 5 seconds to say something funny.
Yeah, but like that wasn't even really how Vine was supposed to be used.
No,
Vine was supposed to be like stop clip motion videos. And like I tried to fuck with that in the beginning after like I found out, but like I just hated the people on there. Like I hated some of the fucking people on there. I was just like, I just can't do this. So we got to start from the beginning. How did you even figure? Like, were you funny growing up? Like whenever you were younger?
people, like I was just always not naturally funny, but like in certain situations, I would make it like a bad situation hilarious. Like even when I was a kid, like we got in trouble for throwing rocks, and I was somehow make that funny. Like I remember how maybe 9 or 10 years old, and I was walking up the street. Me and my friend, we got some ice cream from the ice cream truck, right? And this lady's walking past, one of my grandma's closest friends. And I'm like, damn, you fat motherfucker, you eating this shit like that. And I was like 9 or 10 years old. And she was like, oh, Aarik, did you say that? I'm like, no, Miss Blondie, I ain't say that. It was Diddy who said that. And like, no. She's like, I heard you say that. So she went and told my mom.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
the worst.
And then after I got my ass whooped, I told my friends, I was like, yeah, my mom beat the shit out of me. Just
right?
the way how I said it and I took it, it was just funny.
Yeah. Now, did you like school? Like did you have a good experience with school growing up?
Nah, my freshman year, my sophomore year was like, no. The end of my sophomore year was okay. Once I played football, I think that's what it is. Once I played football, and that's I think what some of it is. It brings you closer to some people.
Absolutely.
Like I met one of my closest friends playing football.
When did you start playing football?
I've been playing for like rec in middle school. I didn't play my freshman year, but sophomore year, and I played.
But I played football since middle school too. Would you play?
All over the line, defensive end. I was an offensive tackle, offensive guard. I hated those two positions. I like playing defense. I just like rushing.
Defense was way funner. Yeah. I was a center, a guard. I was a center. I was a right tackle or a right guard and a right tackle. I was a defensive nose guard. And that was just always so much funner because you could rip people down and like offense, you just had too many rules. Like you couldn't grab no one and like, bro, like being young like that and playing football was just like I don't know, like it was difficult. Like we did not win a game my senior year, or we won one game the year before. Like my senior year, I was a captain of the football team. Didn't win a game.
Wow,
bro, not one game. We played Yins though. I think that
you went to Elizabeth.
I went to Elizabeth Forward.
Huh?
Yeah, I went to Elizabeth Forward. And I went to Elizabeth Forward, and we played Yins. My junior year, I think you beat us by 1 point. And then my senior year, we just got shit on the whole time.
When you graduate?
2008. So I'm 27.
Okay, because my uncle graduated 05, 06.
What was his name?
Cordero Nesby.
From Elizabeth?
No, from West Mifflin.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't know. Maybe I didn't know that many. Honestly, bro, like I don't know any. Like growing up, I didn't know any sports. I didn't know shit. Like I couldn't tell you half the people to play on the Steelers. I don't watch the football games. I don't watch Super Bowl. I don't watch nothing.
Really, you're not into football?
I don't watch it, not whatsoever. I played my entire life. Just don't watch it at all. I have no interest.
See, I'm real selective who I want to watch. Like I watch certain football teams, college football teams, basketball. Like I'm not a big fan of basketball. I don't really. I mean, I don't care for it, but I'll play it. But I won't take it serious.
My brother is 6 years older than me, and he went to McKeesport, and he played basketball. He played basketball. He played baseball. He played soccer. He played football. My brother is a skinny version and way talented. Like, bro, in everything. Would beat my ass in video games, would beat my ass anytime. Now he's still skinny. Obviously, I would choke slam him through a table, but my dad coached baseball, basketball. He coached all kinds of shit. But like I always was just like there watching everything. The only sports I ever played was like I played like growing up, you obviously like I played baseball, basketball, but I stopped, ended up just playing football because I was too fat to play anything else. Mm-hmm. So what else? What other kinds of shit did you do in like school? Like what were you like in middle school? Were you a cool kid? Were you like a weirdo?
I was actually like a weirdo.
Were you?
Like, yeah, I hung out with all kids.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't socially. I don't know. I wasn't like a social person. Like I was just like a weirdo. Like I would hang out with some of like the cool kids. But
Yeah.
I just didn't fit in with the cool kids. Not until I think maybe what's the word? My glow. Like I started glowing up.
Yeah, you started glowing up.
Yeah, and then that's when I was like more accepted to like the cool kids club. You know,
Yeah.
I was hanging out with the seniors in the senior hallway sometimes.
Yeah.
A couple seniors knew me, which was cool.
What kind of shit did you do in middle school? Like, were you a video game dude? Did you just like play sports?
I didn't care for sports, but yeah, I was more like a video game weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never played video games. I was
Really?
never into it at all.
Really?
I still really ain't into it.
My cousin, what's funny is my cousin actually was the one who got me into it because I couldn't beat some of the games, and I would call him and he would come and beat them for me, and I would watch him, and then I would like take
Learn
from
how
he
to do
did.
it.
Yeah, learn how to do it from him.
Yeah, I was
Just like
just the
San
worst.
Andreas was probably one of my all-time favorite games. And
Video
I couldn't
games?
I couldn't beat some of the missions, so I would call him and he would help me out.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've probably played maybe. I hated like Vice City and all that shit just because, like, I just hated because there was like so much shit. Like, I don't know. I was just never a huge video game dude. I remember my favorite shit was Mario Kart.
Right.
Mario Kart for N64, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
that shit
definitely,
was
definitely.
that was all day. And then like in middle school, I was a super weird kid. Not weird, but like I was friends with some of the cool kids, but like I mean, I was
They didn't care for you.
bro. I was
That's same with me. They
I was
didn't
an
care
ugly
for me.
duckling for
Bro, like
Hold on, look at this.
I was ugly.
How ugly were you? Like that?
I don't know. We might be tied. We might be tied. Let me see.
Bro, being an ugly kid in high school or in school in general, that's the best thing that could ever happen to you. Because like Hold on. He's showing me a picture. That's you?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed. I wouldn't necessarily think you were an ugly kid.
Well, here. I got another picture.
I have just a phone full of just like random pictures and shit too from back in the day.
I gotta find it. I know it's in here somewhere.
That's all right though.
If not, I know it's on my Instagram because I posted it. And I was like, sheesh, like I was really hideous,
Yeah, like I never got no love by no girls.
bro. I didn't get my first girlfriend until maybe my sophomore year when I started my little glow. Like freshman year, it was like little puppy love, but I wasn't nothing.
Yeah, you just be texting some people.
My favorite pickup line was, "Are you single?" She would be like, "Yeah, I'm single," and I'd be like, "Oh, well, you think I could change that?" And then it'd be either yes or no, and she'd be like, "Yeah," I'm like, "Well, you're my girlfriend, and here's my number." And it was a no, then I just wasn't interested anymore.
Fuck me, I guess, right?
Yeah, right. Literally, yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, I mean, in middle school, I definitely was not an attractive person.
No, definitely, hell no, not me.
And that shit was just crazy. Like, I remember, like, there ain't nothing in the world no one could say to me right now that I ain't never heard already. Like,
Same.
being a fat kid growing up, it's
harsh.
like you're hearing one time I was talking, listen to this is for real. I was about to write a bit about this. One time I was talking to this girl I liked in high school, and one of my best friends came up and just flipped a titty. And I went, bro, like,
That's embarrassing.
yeah, like,
That's so embarrassing.
Tell me that
we,
ain't-
We would have to fight. We'd have fought.
tell me that ain't the worst thing that you could have ever, like, experienced. So, like, that kind of shit growing up, I feel like is beneficial now doing comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, my life was a fucking, like my social life was kind of a joke. And it just gave me some ammo to talk about.
Here, look at this.
Oh, this is you?
That's me, like 6th grade, 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that Hardy shirt.
Yeah, man, I was
You were swaggy.
I was
you had the
swaggy.
biggest smile I've ever seen, but no teeth whatsoever.
People said I look like Franklin the Turtle in that picture, and like I fuck with that picture. But
you had
like,
that bald headed.
bro. My head was clean, bro. My head was clean. I was ugly. Like I would if I
Was that your choice to have a bald head?
No, it was my mom. My mom used to pay for my haircut, so she would always say, "Get an even Steven." And I hated even Steven because my barber. No, so we would go to anybody. Anybody used to fuck my head up. I swear to God.
Even Steven is a bald head?
Even Steven's like a fade.
Oh, okay.
It's a fade, kind of like it's just an even Steven. almost like a ball
Stevens,
fade.
and I hated Even Stevens.
Oh my God, bro! My mom used to say, "Just get an Even Stevens." So this one dude, right? He was a pastor.
Okay.
And he cut my hair so bad, and he like damn near dug his clippers into my scalp, where I cried going home. It was before it was a midget football game right before it, and I cried. I gave that man $2. I gave him $2, and then I pocketed the $8, and I ran home and crying. Told him
He fucked your head up.
He fucked my head up. I said, "Mom, my head hurt so bad." Like, it was terrible.
How old were you? Young.
Yeah,
That's
young.
fucked up.
It was young. It was bad.
Bro, my mom just made me walk around until 6th grade with this bowl cut. I had a fucking mushroom on my head. Look at that. That thing looks perfect. And you see that gold chain?
You
already know that gold chain is there.
You got like that salad bowl head.
That's a straight up big ass cereal bowl, like mixing bowl type head. So I just used to get roasted.
The glasses too. The glasses top it off.
Bro, I went to McKeesport until 6th grade, and I just used to get roasted alive.
Oh, I bet.
Boys would just be flaming me, and it's just like I got no love. I had a few friends growing up, but they were also like the weird kids, like you said. Like I hung out with like the skateboarder type kid.
Yeah. I used to wear Osiris's. I used to think that shit was cool. Swear to God,
bro. I got some Osiris's in my closet,
bro. I had those Osiris's with because I seen Lil Wayne wear on. I was like, I used to be a real big fan of Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, I want them so bad. And I went to Journeys and I bought a pair.
Yeah,
and they were like green, yellow, purple, black,
like high top ones,
yeah, all type of crazy colors.
Yeah.
And then I used to skateboard. I used to be real good at skateboarding.
That's what's up.
I used to be real good. I think kickflip was one of my first moves I taught. Oh, I didn't teach myself, but my friends, that's what we used to do, because instead of bike riding every now and again, we would just pop on a skateboard.
Yeah, go out on a skateboard.
Yeah, man.
Fuck it.
It was lit.
Yeah, that's what it was like in middle school. It's like we would just like like no one had a fucking car or anything, so we'd just be like running around.
Stole bikes.
Yeah,
stole bikes and had skateboards.
Random ass shit. But like going into high school, like you said, like the glow up and shit like that. I mean,
that was real.
Yeah, that was real. Like I started like thinning out a little bit more and like playing football, and like I was like, I started like keeping up with the times. Like I had that emo swoop. Like I was up with the MySpace type shit, and like I had friends that were like cool kids. So like I was part of like the cool like I was in with their like little cool crowd because like they were all. I mean, he was cool already, so like I had like, oh yeah, like he accepted me. So like the rest of them were like, oh, he's friends with him, so he could hang around.
Right.
But I never drank in high school.
Really?
Never.
One of my we're work friends now. I don't talk to him that much, but my first time getting drunk was off Amsterdam. It was a yellow bottle Amsterdam, and I think I was like 16, 17.
Yeah. And
I was talking to this chick, and I was like, "Hey, we're about to have a party at my friend's house. His mom is not home. We're going to do a whole bunch of underage drinking." She was like, "Yeah," and she was 16 with her permit, so her and her friend came through, and I was hammered by the time they got there because I wasn't a big drinker.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was a fun night.
The first thing I drank was Mad Dog. My buddy Kenny had Mad Dog in his entertainment stand in his room. It was a Friday night, and we were just sitting there drinking this bottle of Mad Dog, and I was just like, this is the worst. Like, nothing about drinking alcohol, nothing about it, like, made me want to do it more.
Right.
And I was just like, you know what? Like, I don't like throwing up, so I just ain't doing it. And I just never was my thing in high school. So, like, all through high school, I'd be at parties and shit like that, and I would be the sober one. Mm-hmm. Just like, I'd always be the one being able to drive home, laughing at people throwing up and shit, just like fucking with people that are passed out.
See, I wouldn't find that funny to throw up in my car. Like I would have, you would have to walk home.
My one time we were at this party at my buddy George's house, and he had this big ass mansion, and he threw like these fucking American Pie type parties, like
Project X.
Bro, it was seriously that crazy. Like they had a crazy big mansion. This motherfucker had a Segway. You remember them 2-wheel things?
Yeah.
Shaq be driving around. He got one for Christmas one time. We were all fucked up just riding around on this thing. But at this party, this kid was passed out on a couch. You know what antiquing is? taking like a handful of flour and throwing it at someone.
Oh snap!
You never heard of that?
No, we never did that.
They did that in
we
like
just slapped you.
Jackass. He said that never did that. We just slapped you.
Yeah, you just get slapped.
Yeah, he took a handful of it and just slapped it across the face. It like threw it at this kid's head, and it ended up starting a huge fight. That kid got up all drunk and started throwing punches and shit.
He was hot.
Oh, he was so mad because he was all fucked up too. I don't know. High school was all right. I didn't mind it. A lot of people, like my wife, hated high school. She said she hated it. Wasn't too bad.
I wouldn't
for me.
necessarily say hated. Like I like football. Was like my junior senior year probably like the best time of my life.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I had sex in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was in the computer room. I felt I didn't tell nobody.
Oh wait, in the actual high school.
In the high school.
Jesus.
And I didn't have sex in high school, but I mean, I had sex in the high school.
Jesus.
In the computer room, it was lit. And
while school was going on.
While school was going on, I told one of my best friends. He was like, "What?" He's like, "Bro, you're like the man." And he said that he kind of hyped my head up, and I thought I was like, I thought that my shit didn't stink.
That is insane.
And then my senior year, when I still playing football, like I was hitting the gym way more harder. I was probably tip top shape of my life.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was crazy. And then I had finally started to grow my hair out some. Just because I was like, man, I'm sick of this fucking fade, man. I gotta
Wait, what'd you call Even Stevens?
Even Stevens, man. I'm fucking sick of this. So I started to grow my hair out, and once I grew it out, it was like a trend. Like people were growing their hairs out and getting temple fade. So that's where I started. Well, I didn't start it, but I followed along. Like I think a temple fade fits me better than me having a skittle.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I told my mom I'm gonna grow my hair out.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, I still got ripped on either way.
I feel like
no matter what you do, no matter how you change,
bro, you could be the prom king, you still be getting ripped up.
And somebody would still find a way to rip on you.
Absolutely.
Like they used to call me microphone head, Brussels sprout head, dirty Q-tip fro. Like it was because it was a small mini fro.
Yeah, that's
like
right,
it was a process. You know,
fuck it.
But now.
People were having sex in my high school too, but it wasn't any of the students fucking another students. It was our teachers were banging students and getting caught. See,
I was jealous about that. I'm still jealous. You know, my 11th grade year, I tried to flunk on purpose so I could have sex with a teacher.
Jesus, it didn't work.
No, I ended up going to summer school.
That's all right though.
Yeah, man. But like, it was like my GPA was low. It was low, and I was like. One of these moments, this teacher asked you to fuck. We're going to fuck. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the teachers from my high school, one of them got caught a couple years later and got fired. Obviously, was on the news and shit. Shout out Mr. Brosh for anyone listening. And he had this like back classroom, and he was just banging this girl behind this like in this back classroom. And he was like one of them teachers that like would always give people passes to like hang out in his room and shit like that. You know, kind of like too nice. Yeah. You know, like there's something up with that motherfucker.
Shout out to Mr. Horgan. He just got caught up in his case in West Mifflin.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I
him.
Saw that picture you posted. Him like, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He likes putting his dick where it don't belong. Out of one of my buddies, Steve, he's like he called him organ killing Horgan.
That's
man,
terrible.
That shit was funny. But I mean, like,
you knew it in high school that he was like messing around with girls.
They said like teachers, like it was older
like
guys,
around.
Was like but it wasn't like nothing was confident. Like nothing was confirmed. Like he's banging this chick. It was always like
that's the same shit that was going on in our high school. Like people were always like, like he's getting a little bit too friendly.
I swear, like why couldn't it be me? Why couldn't it be me? Like I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have took that to the grave. That's almost like I actually have a bit about that.
About banging a teacher?
Yeah, like how me trying to fail 11th grade and
these people that are out right now, that like all these teachers, like these hot ass girl teachers,
teachers too. Man,
that are getting like arrested because, like,
and I feel bad.
And you know why it is? Because some kid in high school is banging that teacher and telling his friend, and his friend is telling another friend, and his friend is telling one more, and it just is like that game telephone in high school.
There was this article like a couple months ago where a teacher, she was banging this 12 or 11-year-old student, right? Buying them weed, sending them nudes.
That's like, crazy.
Buying them dinner, like, and it's insane. She was married, and she was married like a kid who he's not even teaching his teenage year. His balls ain't even dropped yet.
Yeah.
And this dude's hitting this, and she was pretty hot.
I wouldn't even know what to
She
do if
was
a
hot.
teacher came on to me in middle school and shit, high school.
That's
Late bloomer, bro. I was a serious late bloomer.
so was that.
I know, and I think
that's why I'm so. I won't say I'm handsome now, but that's why I look better than I did.
yeah,
before.
like I take pride.
I'm acceptable,
Like I'm still fat, but like I mean, for a big dude, I'm out here killing it. Like,
bro. Yeah, man.
yeah, for a big dude, I was killing the game in high school. Like, yeah, boys, everyone. See, this is what I think is fucked up. In middle school and high school, if you're skinny, you're already doing better. all
You're
right?
already doing better.
You're already doing better because like that's like all these dudes that are getting girls like just because they're skinny and shit like that. It's like if you're a big dude and you're getting girls, that's something to brag about.
You the shit.
Yeah, but if it's the captain of the football team, like yeah, fucked her, like bro, you better
Duh.
be like good
Duh,
for
you're
you.
the captain of the football team.
You
I would
got
expect
fucking
to.
Abercrombie hair, a conch shell necklace. It's a fucking. It's like you should be getting all these girls.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, I'm a lineman. I got to wear fucking sweatpants because denim don't fit me.
Nope.
And I'm
Nope.
getting girls still. So, I mean, it's all right.
And I used to, I didn't know how to, like I said, I wasn't a social person.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know how to attract women. So what I would do is like, I was a big guy myself. I wasn't fat. Well, I was kind of fat, but I was tall
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And they don't make Hollister jeans in my size. And I always wear Levi's. I always wear Levi's. Shout out to them. But I cannot wear Hollister clothes. Them, American Eagle,
Bro.
and Abercrombie Fitch. I just can.
It
Them
doesn't
was just
work.
not my stores.
If you don't got pencil ass legs, you ain't fitting in there.
Yeah, man. Like if you got big thighs, bro, it's over. You
I
might
was
as well
part
chalk
of
that
like
up.
I was part of like the emo scene where it was like people were wearing like skin tight jeans, but like all my friends were wearing skin tight jeans, and I was still wearing some shit that looked like some Janko pants because
I
like
was still
couldn't-
wearing Coogee.
Yeah, he said I was still wearing.
Bro,
Gucci.
I had these Coogee shorts and this Coogee shirt, and I thought I was the man. with some low cut Air Force Ones, the white ones.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought I was a
Coked
shit, I
out
swear.
Air Force Ones
Bro,
for sure.
My
The Kennywood outfit.
the Kennywood fit, bro. And I would have this long ass cross chain. It was fake as hell, but I just thought I was the man.
Yeah, that's the best. Kennywood outfits were the best.
I also had Fat Farm. I had a Fat Farm hoodie.
You already
My
know about
mom
Fat
bought
Farm.
me, and I fucking hated Fat Farm.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Fat Farm was never good.
But back in, I mean, there was a pocket. It was like between 6th and 5th grade. There was like a pocket where everyone had Fat Farm shoes, either like some green, some blue. They were all the same shoes, but they just had a couple. Just their little highlights were different colors. But Fat Farms, man, that shit was hilarious. Kennywood fits were the best though.
Kennywood Fits was like you would spend $100, $120 maybe.
Bro, my mom would buy me a new pair of shoes and just a whole new outfit.
See, I got 2 pair of shoes a year.
Yeah.
My beginning of the school ones.
Yep,
and my Kennywood fit.
Yep,
and
and
my
that was
Kennywood
your
shoes.
summer shoe, and that was your
Yeah.
school shoe.
Yep.
That's exactly it.
And I always beat my Kennywood shoes up first, then my school shoes
I
because I
know.
had to wear my school shoes every day.
It was fucked up because like I remember one time I think I was in 5th grade. My Kennywood outfit was some Dennis Rodman shoes, a black pair of Nike like corduroy shorts, and a fucking Dennis Rodman jersey. Yeah, I was so into Dennis Rodman because like just because he was a weirdo, and like I was into like he had like green hair at the time with like a fucking nose ring. I always loved tattoos, and he was just like I thought he was the man. And like obviously my dad and my brother and shit would watch basketball, so I would see him. I never gave a fuck about the game. It's just,
Right.
He was just like a spectacle, and those were the type of people that like always got my attention. It's like even in bands and shit like that, anyone that I really liked was just like crazy ass weird people. Who knows though?
I had a Charlie Batch jersey, and
Yeah.
my shit was like fucking down to my knees. How big the damn jersey was. Like the jerseys back in the day. Well, not really back in the day. Like 10 years ago to now. Like I have a Tom Brady jersey, and it's a large, and it fits me.
Yeah.
I'm also a Patriots fan, and
Yeah.
I had a Charlie Batch jersey, and my shit was like an extra large, maybe a large, and that shit was so damn big.
Yeah.
I could wear no pants, and nobody would notice.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, growing up, I was always just like, I always had to size up with the clothes, so my shit was always just baggy. I just looked like I was wearing a fucking knapsack all over me all the whole time. It was fucked up. High school, though, whenever we started glowing up, though, that was a good time in life.
Oh yeah, man. High school was probably the best time. Like I miss a lot of the people, but I don't really care for the high school itself.
See,
like, I just miss some of the people.
Yeah, exactly. It was just cool. Going to high school was just cool because it like was an excuse to go somewhere every day.
You seen all your friends.
Yeah, where you just see everyone. And it was like you're always connected to people. You know what I mean? And it's just like we would go there, everyone knew everything, and it's just like it was basically just like a college campus, and we were just like, I mean, now
what's crazy is like a good bit of my friends are all pregnant.
They are?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Even like the ones in high school are pregnant. It's insane.
I mean, people just popping out kids.
Yeah, man, frig all that. No glove, no love.
No glove, no love. Man, the Kennywood fits. Those
Kennywood
best.
fits, man, definitely. The
I don't
coked
fuck
out
with
forces
Kennywood anymore, really.
Nah, bro. I think
I'm done with it.
I like to go there for the food.
I go there for Fright Night.
I'm a chicken. I hate scary shit. Me and my girlfriend, we went there 2 years ago.
Man.
We ended up getting free tickets. We were meeting my sister and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Which is now her husband. And we went there. And this dude with a fucking chainsaw was chasing us. Bro, I swear to God, I cried and I left. And then we met him
you
up.
Get super scared,
bro. I don't like scary shit. I don't watch scary movies.
That's fine.
I don't fuck with Halloween.
Oh, see, I'm way like that wall of art is this
I
like
know. I see your wall
all
of art.
fucked up weird shit. Me and my wife are big horror fam. Like my mom used to fuck us up when we were younger because like she would take us to haunted houses whenever I was like 4 and just like leave us in there, and like I'd be getting chased around and shit whenever I was super young, and it was just like Halloween was always huge to us. Like I always dressed up. I won competitions whenever I was younger.
Really?
One time I dressed like Chucky, and I looked crazy like him, and I won some money from it.
You want to hear a funny story about this? So my mom was a Jehovah's Witness, right?
Okay.
Growing up, and we didn't really celebrate much, but she still kind of like growing up as a kid. You can't take kids away from a lot of things that they're used to doing. So for Halloween, she didn't get me a suit, but I had a long sleeve red shirt, right? And I stuffed pillows in it, and I told my teacher that I was an apple.
An apple?
An apple. I swear to God.
You had a long sleeve shirt.
I had a long sleeve, like it wasn't even a polo. It was just some random long sleeve red shirt. Dude. It was baggy, and I stuffed pillows in me. And all the kids like, "What are you? What are you?" I said, "I'm an apple."
That is
and then
funny.
I had on blue jeans and some regular shoes. I said, "I am an apple."
That's all right though. I don't know anything about like Jehovah's Witness. Like I don't know. They don't celebrate anything.
No, not birthdays. Not none of that.
Birthdays?
No, yeah.
They don't celebrate birthdays.
Nope.
Why? Do you know why?
To be honest, it's been a while since I fucking. I know for some of the holidays,
do they go to church and stuff.
Yeah, they have meetings and stuff. But like, I think they say they celebrate it for the wrong reasons. Like Christmas, they don't celebrate. We don't celebrate Christmas.
You don't yourself don't celebrate Christmas.
Like I get people stuff, but I don't wrap it.
Oh, okay. That's understandable.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I was just raised like a regular Catholic and like obviously celebrated Christmas. So I would have no idea.
Yeah, man, we like maybe 9-10 years old when we made my mom she was like, "Yeah, let's start being Jehovah's Witnesses now." I was like, "All right, fuck it. Let's just go for the ride." It's cool though. Like to be honest, I didn't have no religion.
Yeah.
Like my like growing up, like, well, not say really growing up because I did at such a young age, but we didn't have any religion anyway, so it was something to have,
Yeah, just something to like
that I could say, like, yeah, what are you? I'm not Catholic, I'm not Christian, I'm a Jehovah's Witness. Oh,
yeah.
What? And then I tell people that, and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I would have no idea what it would be. I just see like
they come in your door Saturday mornings, early as hell.
Yeah, what is it? What do they do there? Just try to like get people to come over to their religion?
just to talk to them and spread the good news. That's all.
That's what's up, though.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to hate doing that shit.
You had to do that, walk around.
Mm-hmm. But I met a lot of nice people, but I also had dogs chase after us.
You had dogs chase after you.
Where people would let their dog loose and just go after you. This dude slammed the door in our face before. Like it's a whole bunch of fucked up shit. But I mean, hey, that's their life, not yours.
That's exactly it. Like that's their life. But I would probably entertain the conversation and just see how it goes. Try to make it funny, even though that's fucked up because that's like.
Oh no, the worst was definitely getting chased by dogs, bro. It was like mailman type shit.
Yeah, my boy is a mailman right now in West Mifflin, and he might be your mailman. He you never know, but he gets chased, or he told me he carries dog mace. Because like there's dogs that like he almost got bit a couple times, he said, and like he listens to all these podcasts all the time because he's just walking around all day. So he's just fucking, he'll always be like, yo, who's on tomorrow? And like I always call him whenever I'm coming home, and it'll be fucking pouring snow, and I'm just like, bro, like I'm sorry you gotta be out here right now,
bro. And I feel bad. I feel bad. I don't know how much they get paid, but they're underappreciative.
Last year he was he called me and he was like, you think it was all snowing? And he, you know how you walk through people's yards, male people walk through people's yards. He stepped into a little pond that was in someone's yard.
Oh,
he was like, bro, I couldn't even go back and change my socks or nothing. He was like, I took my sock off, put a Giant Eagle bag on over my foot, and just put it in my boot. I was like, get out of here.
Fuck, man. I know his feet was frozen.
Bro, the worst.
I feel bad. Like, one thing I couldn't do is I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
if you could, now I think about like jobs that I always wanted to have whenever I was younger that I never had. Like, for instance, one job that I always wanted to do more than anything, but I never got to was, so I got 3. One was work at Blockbuster because like I'm a crazy movie dude. I just like wasn't old enough to like be in that like that time where people were like going every Friday. Like my mom would take me and my brother to go to Blockbuster, get 2 movies,
rent games
all the time, bro, all the time. And you would just go there, and I'm just like, man, these fucking people are living the dream in here. It's just like I always loved movies, like all those fucking movies there. And being a bartender was another one. And another one was working at Kennywood at one of the games.
Oh yeah,
I've never worked at Kennywood. I always wanted to. Do you have any jobs that you ever wanted to do whenever you were younger that you never got to?
I promise this is a true story. You know, when I told my mom, she was like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" My first one was what was it? It was a firefighter.
Okay.
I was like, okay, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
And I said a porn star. And she was like, "Why do you want to be a porn star?" I said, "Cause they get all the women. Like they get like they have all the women. Like I was ugly, and I felt like I wanted to be like them guys.
Yeah,
like,
you wanted to be. If you're ugly, you want to. I want to girls.
I want to slay women too, like how some of these people were. And then my third one was a comedian, and only because growing up, Dave Chappelle was one of my favorite all-time comics.
What was your first experience of him?
When I watched with my mom, Killing Him Softly. I at a young age, when I seen that, I thought that shit was hilarious.
I don't know if I've ever seen him.
Bro, it was from beginning to end crying. I was crying.
It's a movie or a stand-up special?
It's just a stand-up special.
Killing Me Softly.
Killing Them Softly.
Killing Them Softly.
He was also, I forget who he was on. He was on live with. I forget who was on live with, but it was like early 90s.
Yeah.
My mom was watching. Like my mom was she's a big stand-up person. She likes comedy a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's dope.
And just just always watching that.
Yeah.
I was like, whoever this dude, Dave I used to call him Chappelle.
Yeah. Chappelle.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this dude's
It's
funny as
crazy
hell. I want to be
hearing
just
about-
like this dude.
Yeah, it's crazy hearing about like his whole story and like how he started, and like I listen to all these podcasts all the time, and he's like a fucking legend. So like people, like all of his stories are lore.
Right.
So like people were talking about like whenever he was 15, just like telling jokes to a whole crowd of people in the middle of like Central Park and shit like that. And it's pretty wild to hear about that. So whenever you were younger, how old were you whenever you first seen that you were starting to think about getting into comedy?
Between the age of 9 and 12. I can't remember what exactly age.
Yeah, but it
was young. And I was like, I want to go up there too. I like to make people laugh.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
something I was always good at growing up. I just knew how to just make people laugh.
Yep.
Doing something ridiculous or saying something ridiculous.
Yep.
And that's how I got more of the like growing up in high school, football and all that, like saying wild shit was
yeah,
like,
I mean,
was
you
like
just
my
had
thing.
you had a new audience, a better audience that you could just be raw as fuck to.
Yeah, and like people just didn't care because it was like, oh shit, like this is funny as hell. Like I had a neighbor in my old house. He used to ask me, "What did I do today?" And he knew it was an older guy. He knew I'd say something ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny though. I mean, like, so you were younger, and like, what was like your first like outlet to like comedy besides for that? Like, did you watch movies a lot? Like, I remember watching all comedies. Like back, I remember going into Suncoast Video and Century 3 Mall and buying Billy Madison and watching that movie just like over and over. I remember me and my brother watched Half Baked so much from Blockbuster that the dude just gave it to us.
Friday was one of my all-time favorite movies.
That is the funniest.
And I wanted to be an actor because I wanted to just play roles in that because I knew like I could do that shit too. Like these motherfuckers is funny.
Like, it's just fun. Like it just seemed fun.
Right. And I think my senior year in high school, I had the whole class week because I did some shit. I was talking to one of my friends. I was like, "This is how you gonna fuck a bitch," and I was humping his desk. Like I was air humping, and the teacher told me to sit down, and I whispered, "This is what I do to her," and then I put air humping, and she yelled at me, and I was like, "All right, I quit." And then I said something wild, and she was like, "You know what? Let's go to the office." And my principal, he was bald, and I'm like, "All right, fuck it." You know, she was like, "I'm gonna call down," and I'm like, "All right, go ahead and tell him since I'm on my way down there, I'm gonna lick his bald head." And then I stuck on my tongue, was like, "Ugh." And the whole class was dying. And I go down there and I end up getting in trouble because he was like, "You want to lick my bald head?" I was like, "Oh, she's weird as hell. I didn't know she really said that." And that got around. I was like, "Yo, these niggas said some wild shit. Like he's funny as fuck."
And it kind of just went from there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think like whenever I first started thinking about like if I was funny or not was like, I mean, like I feel like you have to you're obligated to be funny growing up. If you're like an ugly kid, a fat kid, it's like because you got people making fun of you the whole time. You gotta have ammunition to back it up,
right?
Because people are fucking, whatever the fuck they call you.
Look at you, wide load. Yeah. Oh yeah, butt mouth.
Yeah. It's just like saying fucked up shit. And kids are ruthless.
Oh my god, kids are terrible.
Kids are the most ruthless because like they're not smart.
They're truthful.
Yeah, they're very truthful. That's exactly it. Kids are truthful because like they're not smart enough to know that they should have a filter because like some shit is fucked up. Hey. It's like growing up, I got roasted alive, and like now these kids nowadays are just a bunch of pussies. Everyone's a bunch of pussies nowadays. Yeah. It's like if anything gets said to them at all, they just get they tell on them or
it's like it's bullying or like
it's like bro like bullying. Come on, I usually get fucking pushed around at the park and stuff like that. It's just like now no one is going to experience that. Everyone's just going to grow up and be a little bit like everyone's just going to be softer. 100%.
Yeah, like if I would have kids. I would pick on my kids. Like I would make them like not really make them.
You gotta have thick skin though.
Yeah, man. Like
world.
You gotta. Yeah,
this is a fucked up world.
Just like you gotta be able to like. You gotta be ready.
Yeah, glass gotta be half full. It's just like people were ruthless, so fuck them. And like I said, it's like now that we had to deal with that shit in high school and stuff. It's like I don't know. I mean, like I've done comedy 4 times. It's like. I definitely I don't consider myself like a comedian. Like I don't feel that I've earned that yet. You know what I mean? Like I got to keep doing it a little bit more, but I'm going to keep pursuing it. But like me being made fun of and shit whenever I was younger, definitely like
it was like it kind of helped you out in the long run.
100% because like so I've explained this a little bit in the intros, but like we did that comedy competition. It was my first time. I didn't know what to expect, so I was just fucking scared. And Matt Light was like, "Hey man, you'll go up there, you'll do 5 minutes, don't worry about it, like just go up there and have fun." And I was like, fuck, like I'm terrified. But then I just started thinking to myself, like why am I fucking scared about this? I've had fucking kids call me everything in the world. Like, why even be worried about this? Like these people ain't never gonna see me again. Like it ain't even gonna matter if it's like how it goes down, what happens. Like it ain't a big deal. But I feel that definitely gave me confidence to go up there and do it. Like I was just like, I pretty much went up there and was like, fake it till you make it. Like I'm gonna go up there and act confident and like just try to like play it off. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. What went through your head whenever you fucking first started doing comedy? Like how did that whole process start? First of all,
well, when my dad told me, my dad and my mom knew she knew of T-Row from they went to one of his shows.
Yeah.
And I forget how the story they got.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, "Oh yeah, I know. I also know T-Row. T-Row's my homie." Oh, I was like, "Well, shit, tell him, fuck it. I guess I'll do stand up."
So before that, though, you never had any experience in stand up or open mics or nothing.
None of that. I had to do Instagram shit. I used to be I was not to say popping, but I was like, people knew me in high school. Was like, "Oh yeah, you're funny as fuck. I seen your video you posted last night. That shit had me crying." And then my Instagram got deleted. I think right before I graduated, I had almost 6,000.
Why?
A little bit over 7,000 followers because I made a gay joke. It was like,
Oh, that's why.
it was level of dikes till you reach.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, it was like level 1 is just a regular dike. Number 2 is like a dike with a strap, and level 3 is like the Super Saiyan dike or some shit to where it was a meme that I created, and I thought that shit was funny as fuck. And then I woke up the next morning. And like my Instagram was flooded. I'm like, oh shit.
People hating on you and shit too.
No, it was like massive comments, and then like I couldn't really see them. Then I swiped over, and it's like, yeah, this post has been your account has been temporarily deleted because you didn't follow the guidelines. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And then my Instagram got deleted, and I ended up making one like 3 months later.
What do you think about like the whole? I don't know. Like, for instance, like I don't know. I feel like comedy nowadays is just like, as far as like. No, let me start this out. The only reason I feel like I know about comedy is because of these fucking podcasts I listen to. Probably like 10 of the biggest people in comedy right now: Joe Rogan, Bert Kreischer, Joey Diaz, Tom Segura, all the Ari Shaffir. All these dudes are probably like some of the biggest comedians out right now, and.
Are they from Pittsburgh or
no? Fuck no. Joe Rogan.
Who was that one dude you had on your podcast? Who does the magic trick?
Oh, that's Lee Trabosic.
Okay, yeah.
He is a magician / comedian, but like you've never heard of like Joey Diaz or Bert Kreischer? Like
No.
Bert Kreischer. I also forget that you're young. Like not young like me saying like, oh yeah, you're fucking young. Like you know what I mean? It's just like I'm 7 years older than you. That's a lifetime kind of. But Tom Segura and like Joe Rogan and all them, they're all just like LA comedians. And like Joe Rogan is announcer for UFC. He was the host of Fear Factor.
Yep, I do know who that is.
He is like, he's the godfather of podcasting right now. Like he has the biggest podcast in the game. That dude probably makes $50,000 a podcast episode just in ads. It's fucking unreal how big he is. But like he has this whole like group of people around him that are huge people. Like, do you know what Van Wilder is? Like, it was that movie about like the dude who was in college for like 7 years and was just like partying. Ryan Reynolds was in it. I don't know. But it was all based off of a true story. And the true story was based off of a guy named Bert Kreischer's life. Bert Kreischer's performed at the Improv a bunch. He was on Travel Channel for years, but like he's a huge comedian. But regardless of all this, they all talk about in their podcasts about like how everyone is so like sensitive nowadays to content. Mm-hmm. So like it's hard to like tell jokes and like be edgy. Like for instance, Tom Segura just put out a special on Netflix where he makes fun of people from Louisiana and just calls them like Cajun white trash or I don't know, something. But it got like national exposure of like of like hatred. He was getting like death threats and stuff just by making fun of Louisiana. And what I'm getting at is like I feel like that everyone is so like sensitive to everything. Like how do you go about like writing your comedy? Like, are you worried about like what people think?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Like I try to stay away from like making fun of people only because who am I? You know, I'm nobody, you know.
Exactly. I feel like we make fun of yourself if it is like I'll make fun of fat people all day.
I'll make fun of I normally try not to get on race, but like my girlfriend's white.
Yeah.
So I experience different cultures. Like I'm
sure you do.
I have a friend who's Chinese. I have a friend who's I'm black, so
yeah.
I live around the culture, you know. And different cultures, I try to like base some stuff off like the funny stuff. But I don't try to disgrade them.
Yeah,
or
you don't want to
disrespect them.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I don't want to be like, oh, all white people. I mean, all white people food is not nasty. I mean, some of it is. There's no seasoning, but that's kind of like
there's no seasoning.
They're like, that's kind of like the baseline. We get that.
White
But
people's
I want-
food ain't all nasty. I mean, there's no seasoning, but
But I want to call them crackers or the H word. I won't say none of that because how would I feel?
what is the H word?
Honky.
Oh,
If a white comic was like, oh, and he used the N word with the hard R, I'd be like, ooh, all right, then so I kind of watch what I say.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I try
yeah.
to not disregard or disrespect anybody's race. But like,
Yeah,
the
not too
culture,
crazy,
some of the
but-
shit that they do, like Indian people. I have a friend who's Indian, and I think they all smell like seasoned salt. And I said that. But it's not disrespectful because everybody knows it. Like if you walk down Brentwood,
some people are gonna some people think that, but that's exactly my
but
point.
it's not but I'm not really saying some people are like, oh well, maybe he does have a point though, bro do got that smell.
Exactly,
but
those are things that are loose,
it's loose that people already know. It's like,
Loose
oh yeah,
observations.
and it's not so hard.
Yeah,
Gay. I try to stay away from that. I have a gay uncle, and I made a joke about it. Some people liked it, some people didn't. But I just don't say it no more.
yeah. I mean, I can understand that. It's weird because I don't know. I made fun of vegans, obviously.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah,
And what else I want to say? The faggot word. I don't want to use fag. I hate to say faggot or retard because them are two hard words.
they're very hard
because
words.
I want everybody to like me. I don't want only
Hated by a certain group of people.
right. Some people not everybody. I'm not gonna please everybody.
Do you know who Owen Benjamin is?
Yeah.
So, what's your outlook on all this stuff?
I seen some of the stuff he said. It's fucked up, definitely. I seen what he said on Twitter. People might hate me for this, but I laughed when the dude said, I only trust black people. And he said, yeah, you never had your bike stolen. I laughed. It's fucked up. I laugh at fucked up shit. But I thought it was funny because I got my bike stolen before plenty of times. And I stolen people's bikes. So I know, that's fucked up. But he shouldn't have said that. But
He is a little that is
he's too raw. He's too raw.
Much.
Yeah, he's too
that's
much.
That's definitely
I
a little
wouldn't
much.
I wouldn't pay to go see him. No.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That dude I feel crosses a line.
Yeah,
but if
right.
if a comedian says something if he makes a joke regarding race to the point where it's not any like what you're saying about Indians smell like seasoned salt or something like that.
Yeah.
It's are you gonna get mad if someone makes a joke that says black people smell like cocoa butter or something like that? You know what I mean?
black people smell like chicken grease.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just there's some things that I feel that people
that you can get away with.
Yeah,
But some of the stuff that he says is
way too much. He drops the hard R all the time.
Yeah, and
it's
I
just
think-
bro, you're only doing that for the shock value of people to see that.
Yeah, and I think the only people who like his attention is the country people.
The country.
The folk only get down with
The
racist
country.
people. I don't want. Yeah, that's just fucked up to me.
But what you said before, it said you laughed at fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Now, whenever you say that, it's I also have a fucked up sense of humor. So
I have a sense of humor.
Yeah, but some people, that's the difference with us though. It's some people don't have that sense of humor. Some people are just whoa.
Yeah.
But if someone says something
I don't trust white people's food. I'm going to laugh at that.
yeah, but there's harder things. I can't think of anything right now, but there's harder things that people say that I will definitely laugh at.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fucked up, but it's still funny because we have a sense of humor.
Yeah, I laugh. What's funny?
It's a weird line though to tread because not everyone has such a fucked up sense of humor. I listen to a podcast called Your Mom's House where they talk about literally the most fucked up shit ever as far as fucked up people on YouTube, people shitting and just they talk about poop and I don't know, things like that, but I don't know where I'm going with it. I just feel it's a hard line to tread because whenever I was writing my sets and things like that, there was things that I was that I've wanted to say, but I'm just whenever I said about that kid who called me a faggot in Walmart, that little kid who ran up behind me and threw a ball at me and called me a faggot, and I said that in my act, my last set, and I was maybe I shouldn't say that word because people are gonna get triggered by it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people are real like sensitive.
But I wasn't saying like, oh, you're a faggot. You know what I mean? Like I was saying like that kid called me a faggot. Like
yeah, but still somebody would say they're like, ooh, God, we don't like him no more.
Exactly. Like why say that word? Like why even bring that word up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I just try to stay away from that because like I said, who
better
who
safe
am I?
than sorry.
Better safe than sorry. And
that's a good point.
Like,
but then again, I feel like some things. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. The whole comedy thing is weird.
It is, man. It's strange, but I mean, hey, you just kind of just got to go.
You just got to go for it and see what happens. Because like you're gonna find people that have a fucked up sense of humor. You're gonna have but I feel like the people that are going to the improv, like you should know
you're gonna hear some fucked up shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But like not too fucked up to the point where just like dudes say that somebody's gonna drop the hard R.
Yeah, like
I don't want to go to a comedy show where somebody's gonna screaming. You N-word. Yeah, like I don't want to hear all that.
Yeah, like
then,
I
then I'm about to call some people up. Then we're gonna meet you outside in the back.
I know, and I agree. I agree that like that Owen Benjamin dude definitely went too far.
Yeah, he did. He went way too far.
Way too far on that, and like that's understandable. But there's other people that get like put under fire for like nothing really. Like some people say like dumb stupid things that people just take it way too offensive. Right. Like they're just I don't know, soft people. I don't know.
I would say that. I mean, I will get offended, but I mean, like I said, we laugh at fucked up shit. I think a lot of fucked up shit is funny.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
hilarious.
That's just funny as hell because it's true and it's fucked up because I can laugh at it.
Exactly.
If you don't get it, then you know I don't know.
But it's fucked up because like we also like I have to think to myself always like, hey, not everyone is gonna find this shit funny,
right? Like he definitely like I got my bike stolen and put back.
Yeah,
like, they fucking stole my bike and popped my inner tube, and then they brought it back.
That's fucked up. Oh, this is broken. We'll bring it back now. Yeah, that's fucked
Fuck
up.
his bike.
What's the best Christmas present you ever got? This is an abrupt change, but we're going to get off of this negative and go to some cool shit.
All right, so there's two. Is that cool? One,
yeah.
I was a kid, and I got my PSP. And
yeah?
I was pumped, and it came with, was it Fast and Furious or Nitro Furious? I forget. What car game?
Need for Speed?
Need for Speed, yeah. Need
for Speed Underground.
Yeah.
That shit was
and I
lit.
thought that shit was so cool because I was fucking smoking people, smoking little computers, and I would go pit my ride out. Like I had a whole bunch of cars, but definitely the PSP, and I would take it on the go. And I bought Little Big Planet too, and I think that's one of my favorite games.
What is that?
Little Big Planet. You never heard of it?
No.
So what it is, it's an animation game, and you're like this stuffed dumb looking doll, and you got to go through obstacle courses, and like it's weird. It's kind of hard to explain. You got to just watch it. It's kind of hard to explain. Like it's a
whatever people.
It's
know.
a dumb game, but I liked it when I was a kid.
People will know,
right? People know what Little Big Planet is.
PSP though.
PSP was lit.
That's what's up. One of my favorite Christmas presents of all time was the N64.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I got that. I remember I walked outside and my dad had a garbage bag over this tube TV, and then I just had an N64, and I was like, bro, this is gonna be dope.
Did you play Donkey Kong? Like you had to play Donkey Kong.
I had Donkey Kong, I had GoldenEye, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Pokemon Snap. And honestly, my favorite game ever for that probably was 1080 snowboarding.
Ooh.
Yo, listen to this. At Blockbuster one time, I rented this game. Completely forgot I even had it. One time we got a call from Blockbuster and was like, you have a $30 late fee for this video game? Oh, my mom whooped my ass. It was so bad. What was your second gift?
As I got older,
yeah,
it's going. Some people can relate, some cannot.
Whatever.
But I got socks.
Socks. That's your best gift,
bro. Growing older, as I get older, man, I don't really care for presents and stuff. You know, like for Christmas.
Well, now.
No, I lied. It wasn't socks. It was PJs. It was PJs. That's what it was. They were so damn comfy. My girlfriend's mom got them for me. I swear it was PJs and socks. That's what it was.
I fucking literally just asked you if you celebrated Christmas, and you said no, really.
Bruh, well, I didn't get them. Well, I got them something.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit.
You got some gifts though.
Yeah, they just didn't wrap it. That's all.
That's what's up though, because
just don't wrap it. It's
fucked up now that we're older, because Like, I do like gifts like that, like undershirts, boxers.
Bro, because it's like, damn, this is
you don't
shit
want to spend that money. Yeah, you don't want to spend your own money on that.
Man, I got a $25 gift card to Target, and I balled out.
Yeah,
I bought lotions. What else did I buy? Bought lotion. A whole bunch of dumb shit I had. I think I used it when I was in Denver. Oh yeah, lotion, a whole bunch of snacks because they threw my lotion away at the airport.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
What about I asked you, so yesterday whenever I asked you to be on this podcast, I told you had some homework, and I had some questions that I wanted to ask you that I'm going to try to work in, because like this podcast is still new relatively. You're going to be episode 15 or 16, one of them, but whatever. It's still new. I'm still trying to like work out the kinks of all this shit.
Right.
So I try to work in questions, and I just go through and edit out anything I don't want anyway. And another question that I wanted to ask you is if you ever had any ghost experience. If you ever seen a ghost, if you ever had some fucked up. Yeah.
Heard, definitely. We were in this abandoned house when I was a kid. It was me, my friend Michi, Diddy, I forget who else was with us. But we went in this abandoned house, just kids being kids, just exploring. And we heard this dude died in this house. That's what it was. It was in the back of the woods. Like, it was the only house that just sat there. And it was strange. And we were like, shit, we're fucking everybody. Let's fuck this dude. Let's go and go see what he got. Let's see, like, who's going to try to steal. And we walked in. The door was open. And, like walking, you just heard creep shit and raccoons and all types of rodents was living in there. And I swear to God, you heard like somebody was breathing so hard. Like you ever like not to sound offensive, but you're fat and you ever run and you ever breathe hard, like
yeah,
that's what we heard.
100%.
We're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
we started tripping. And we're like, no, it's nothing. And then we just heard like somebody like it was shit that wasn't really like we didn't do. Like shit will fall off the table.
Yeah,
a black cat ran across, and we seen that black cat. We were all fucked up.
Yeah,
and we went to his room, and there's this closet, and we seen where his clothes was still put away, like they look like some fresh laundry.
Yeah, that's weird.
And they he how he died. His death was a mystery. It was like this big apartment building.
Yeah,
and people
where was this
lived
at?
in it, huh?
Where was this at?
In West Mifflin.
Oh, okay.
And it's way in these goofy ass woods. I can't even explain where the woods is. Up. And how it was a big ass apartment, and we threw rocks at it to see who was in it, like before we even really went in it. And we get in there, it's just be like an apartment building. Like you ever see like one of them big houses that turn into like a little couple like little small apartment houses? You know what I mean?
That's what this is.
Oh yeah. So like exactly, just like this. And the people in it died, but mysteriously nobody knows how they died. They were gone. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Yeah, and
that's a shit that I'll just cut out real quick.
All right. And they just mysteriously just died, and we're like, fuck that. They probably got some shit in there. They just left.
Yeah.
They just left, and they did just leave. Like clothes were still there, shoes were still there, like chains. Like we didn't touch none of that shit. We heard shit, and we heard people talking.
It was an abandoned house though?
Abandoned big ass house. And we heard people talking.
Jeez.
And it was like we just
probably homeless people living in there.
I don't think so.
That's fucked up.
Because we were like 4 or 5 kids deep, and we probably would have jumped them. And we had little knives and BB guns.
He said we had little knives and BB guns.
We're like 15, 16. So yeah. And like shit.
Did you get into trouble whenever you were a young kid?
We hot wired a car.
You hot wired a car?
Yeah.
That's what's up. How hard was it?
It took us like a half an hour, 45 minutes, and then we started it. It was an old shitty Chevy.
Were you how did you do it? On YouTube? Like you were looking it up on YouTube?
My friend Michi, one of my boys, he just knew he was like a survivor. Like you could put him anywhere and he'll still find his way out.
Yeah.
And we're like, Michi, see if you can hot wire this car. And we ripped out not under the hood, under the steering wheel where the brake pedals and shit are.
Yeah.
Massive wires and shit. So we got scissors and we cut some wires out, and he was just playing with it. And then we had a screwdriver, and his brother jammed it in the key ignition thing, and would try to turn it.
Yeah.
And then we heard like a tick, 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 and then we got the final tick, and then it's like it just vroomed, and he got shocked. He fucking fried. He damn near got fried.
Jeez.
It was funny as shit though, but we started it. We didn't go far, but we ended up getting in trouble for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, because somebody seen us do it. Somebody watched us do it.
That's fucked up.
Shit, we got in trouble a lot. We got chased by the cops. My friend was running in the street with his ass out, and like, swear, Pee-wee, and he would pull his pants down. A car would come, he would run flying across. And I guess the neighbor was like, yeah, there's some kids running across the street. You keep pulling their asses out. And the cop was coming down, and he turned his lights on. We're like, oh, who's this guy after? We're like, oh, wait, shit, he's after us. And we ran through people's yards and shit, and then we ended up getting, we talking about like a half-hour run.
Yeah.
And I was like 16, 17. Yep, and we took him on his half-hour run. And then we got caught behind Claire Barton, which is the old elementary school. And we're like, we thought we lost him. We're like, yo, is it some headlights? See them as headlights. And the car went vroom, and just fucking flew out there. It was like, oh shit, that's the cops. And then my boy Diddy jumped down this hill. He got fucked up, but Menace did not get in trouble. Michi, Michi didn't get in trouble neither. It was me, Tay, Pee-wee, I think Craig. And we just seen the other cop at the other end, and they like trapped us.
That's fucked up.
No, it wasn't Pee-wee. It was Craig. It was Amir. That's who it was.
Do you know why I never got caught in high school? Is because I was always too slow to get away, and I just couldn't do it. I would have got ran down in a second, and it would have been embarrassing.
We did terrible shit as like growing up. We threw rocks at people's houses, at glass windows, and broke they shit, and we would run.
Whenever we were younger,
that was our
like,
shit.
It was just like.
Hold on real quick. Our shit was we would sit on this hill, right? We gather massive rocks and we would throw at people's cars.
That's fucked up.
Bro, we would like, and they would ting, oh shit, we hit it. And
You're
then they would take off. Bro, we did fucked up shit. And then we would come back.
I know.
And the dude like, you fucking kids, you hit my fucking car. We'd be like, shut up, bitch. And then we would take off.
I know. It's fucked up though, because like I did stupid shit too. And it's like you don't realize like how fucked up it is. Because like if someone hit my fucking car with a rock now,
right now I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, like
but as a kid, that's just funny as fuck.
Yeah, it is. It's fucked up. Being a kid was wild. So as far as like stand up and things like that, who do you watch right now? Who do you like? Like who are some people that you like?
I'm trying to watch a lot of people. Like there is a stand-up thing. It was full of massive comedians. I forget what it was called. It's on Netflix.
The stand-ups?
Yeah, I think Dion Cole's on it.
Yeah, Cole.
I think Dion Cole's definitely in my top 5. Maybe.
Dude, he was hilarious on that. With that notepad.
Yeah, he was like, "This is an all-white event, but I had all black jokes."
He said, "I wrote all black jokes."
Oh man, dude, he is fucking.
Wait,
hilarious.
what was he said? He said, "This is an all-white event, but I wrote all black jokes." And
no, this was. I thought it was supposed to be all black event, and I wrote all white jokes.
Then his first joke was like something about a white devil.
He said, "Yeah, so today I ran into this white devil."
And he was like, never mind, I won't tell that one. Yeah, that seriously was hilarious. Nate Bargatze, the first episode of that, he's some small white dude in a flannel. He was so fucking funny too.
See, that's the thing. Like I like the mainstream comics are cool, but I like to know about some more about the underground comics.
Yeah, the underground people.
Like I think I finished all Dave Chappelle's either 2 or 3 stand-ups he got on Netflix.
Yeah.
I swear to God, gut left.
Yeah,
I seen Chris Rock's. I like Chris Rock's.
I didn't watch his yet.
It's just pretty good.
It's at the one he just came out with.
Yep.
Yeah, you need to watch Tom Segura. You know who that is?
No, not at all. See, I gotta, like, I think it's because I'm so young. I'm so used to hearing all these like big time names.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to more underground comics.
See, like these dudes I've been listening to on podcasts for years. Like they all have their own podcasts, and like I did a podcast 4 years ago with Bert Kreischer, that dude who that they filmed that movie about. He was at the Improv. Me and my buddy did a podcast, and we just messaged him, and we were like, "Hey, man, would you want to do one?" And it was before like he was like crazy big. He was still huge, but he's just like it's like these comedians nowadays are so many, and there's so many that are just so good, and that's why I like listening to these podcasts. That's why like I wanted to start one up again. Like it kind of stopped because we were like things kind of dissolved because like we were both going to school and shit. But like I was like, fuck it, we'll start this up again. And like I mean like I know a bunch of very very like interesting people in the city, and like this comedy shit kind of happened to me like out of nowhere, and I don't know, it's going pretty well, so I'm gonna just like kind of keep going.
Yeah, man, ride it, man. See how long you can go with it. Fuck it, man. Why not?
Why not, right? If people want to pay you to if that's a possibility one day for people to pay me to tell them jokes, like I feel like that's the dream.
Oh fuck yeah, just to go up there and just have fun.
You don't even need anything. You could travel anywhere in the world with a to-go bag, do whatever the fuck you want. It's like the only thing, you don't have to have shit. It's just like your mind. You just get to talk about it.
Right,
you're not
right.
doing artwork like where you're
Dude,
painting.
there's no homework assignment.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, like there's a lot of work behind it. Like,
oh yeah, definitely. It's not easy.
Yeah,
but
it's not easy.
It's fun. Like
it's definitely fun. That's what it is, because you have all these fucked up thoughts anyway, and it's like I love funny people, or like funny people, funny movies. Like I just like laughing.
I love funny movies. I love laughing. Yeah, I love laughing.
I just love laughing. Like, why don't people do that? Me and my wife will sit here, watch The Office over and over again, and just laugh. And like for years, I was just like, babe, like I'm trying to do stand up. Like I'm gonna try to do it one day. And it's just like I never was doing it. And if Matt Light didn't fucking come on this podcast and make me do it, I would have never done it.
Oh,
but
man,
like,
shout out to Matt Light.
Matt Light, man,
that's my dude.
Yeah, Matt Light, dude.
Matt Light was funny. I thought he told this joke. I got friends from Duquesne. One of my best friends is from Duquesne, and he was like, "You know the best part about Kennywood is, or the best ride?" He said, "They're the most dangerous ride is riding past Duquesne." And when he said that, I lost it.
Yeah, like he is a hilarious dude, and he's definitely like an edgy comic. He says fucked up shit,
But that's just funny as fuck, bro.
That's a perfect example of what we were talking about before, like how the first thing he said whenever he was like opening up for us the last night we were there, some dude was wearing a Penn State hat. He was like, "Oh yeah, nice hat for a dude who fucks kids." Like, yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, dude, off of his fucking head like it was nothing. And it's like, that dude has just been so genuine to me, and like
Definitely.
just so nice. Like he's just so nice, and he's hilarious.
Dog, I told Matt, I said, bro, out of my favorite comics in Pittsburgh, you're probably top 3 with me. You're probably my number 1. I like it, dude. You're funny as fuck.
Yeah, like and everything he says is just like hilarious. He's like a raunchy type comedy, and like that's what I like. Like I like raunchy, fucked up shit. Like
I was at his most recent one in Pittsburgh.
I know, I was
him and
pissed. I
Andy.
didn't get to go out to work.
Bro, this dude was like, I think he said Ligonier he was from. He was like, yeah, you want to know the best part about, or fun fact about Ligonier? You don't have to live there. I was fucking weak. It was some shit like that, what he said. It was so fucking funny. I was like, this dude is just insane. Like I like Matt. I go to him
He's
for
a nice dude.
sometimes, like if I'm stuck on something, or not even like I want his opinion.
Yeah, because like he's an
he-
educated opinion.
Yeah.
Like he has validity. Like he's been doing this for years, and like the dude just like you could tell that he is someone who is good at what he does.
Oh yeah,
like
without a doubt.
yeah, like you could tell he works at it. Like he works that muscle out, because like I mean I talk like I know like what the whole comedy game is now, but the only reason I feel like I do kind of know about it is because of listening to these podcasts with all these comedians, and it's like they talk about their lives like we're talking about right now. So it's like you hear these comedians like talk about it, and I swear to God, like the first time I did it up there, I was just like, I'm definitely just gonna like do this, like this is gonna be all right. Like it wasn't like I was the most scared I've ever been in my entire life. And then as soon as I was up there and like done with that first one, I was like, this ain't shit. Like this is just my thoughts. And the only thing you're doing is just like telling people what you're thinking about. And it's just like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like the wildest feeling ever.
It's almost like you could complain and somebody gets to listen to it.
Exactly. It's like you just complain. These are just like your subconscious thoughts in your mind, and you're just telling them to people, and people are laughing at them. And when people are laughing at you, it's like literally the craziest feeling in your life. It's like whenever I was up there telling that kicking chickens bit, like people were like dying. Like it was wild feeling. Like it was just like it was a crazy feeling to like to get a response like that. And then the second week, whenever I fucked up, I was like, oh shit. Like it like that little bit of like I don't know. You know, whenever you get like a bad grade in high school and like you get back and you flip it over and you see that F and you would feel real hot and real scared. Like that's what it felt like that second week whenever I was up there, because I was like, I'm fucking forgetting shit. Like I was trying new material and it just like kind of fucked me up. But I don't know, man. It was just like a wild feeling. I'm pumped to keep it going.
Hell yeah.
Might as well, right?
Right, definitely. Why not?
What's your plans?
For longevity?
Yeah.
If comedy doesn't kick out, I'll hopefully get certified in HVAC.
Yeah.
So I could have that as my backup.
Backup. There ain't nothing wrong with a backup.
Yeah, man. But I like doing comedy so much, but I think I just won't even stop because I like going up on stage and just giving people like
yourself.
How I look as it is, you come to a comedy club for a reason, to laugh. Like, even if you had the worst day at work, man, fuck. Sometimes you don't want to go to the bar and have a drink. It's too expensive. You and your lady come down to the comedy club. Oh, I might happen to be there, and I fucking make you laugh.
Yeah,
like,
you just want to laugh.
Yeah, man. Like me personally, if I'm having a bad day, I'll just watch Netflix specials, like stand up, and I'll just fucking,
dude.
Or I'll just talk to one of my goofy ass friends, like just something like I want to laugh. Like laughter is really the best medicine.
It really is, because it's like, I don't know, man. It's just. I mean, if you're sad, you want to be happy. And it's just like, if you could do that for someone and make people laugh, it's just like a different type of feeling. Like, I never understood what they talked about, like how anyone in podcasting like that I listened to, they would always talk about how crazy it feels like to get up in stage and feel that reaction to people. And like, fortunate for me, my first experience went so well, and it gave me a good taste in my mouth for comedy. Like that, we had a huge crowd that first night. Like,
right.
I mean, not huge, but huge for what it was.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, how many people do you think were there? 100 people, maybe?
Yeah, solid 100.
Yeah, there's probably definitely 100 people there, and it's like, from the way I would assume that like I hear people do bad their first time, like, and luckily,
see, I asked T Robe. Shout out to T Robe too for letting me get on stage.
Yeah, I'm trying to
him,
get him here.
And he was like, yeah, man, like for your first time, you did all right. Like, just keep coming back, man.
Yeah.
When he gave me that motivation, he was like, normally I would expect doubt, like, oh yeah, bro, you was cool. I mean, I guess, but he was like, yeah, man, like you did real good for your first time, and you know you're young, so of course you're only gonna get better. And when he said that, I was like, oh fuck, like maybe, like, you know, from a comedian, he's been doing it 10 years plus, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, he said that, and like, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, like that first, like whenever we were at the Improv, Matt came up to me beforehand and he was like, hey man, he was like, just have fun, don't even worry about it, whatever happens. And I was just like, fuck.
Right.
So I went up there, and like, after I started talking, I swear to God, it feels like I blacked out a little bit, but like whenever I went up there and started talking and people started laughing and it was over, I saw that light and I was like, I fucking made it. Like, I made it through. Matt came up and he was like, you fucking killed it. And dude, it made me feel insane. Like,
see,
it made me feel on
I didn't
fire.
know it was your first time doing it. I thought you've been doing it for a little bit.
It made me feel crazy.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, like, and it just, I don't know, it makes you just I don't know, it just makes you feel crazy. I have to ask you a question. Why you keep looking around?
Oh, I don't know, man. I like to, I don't know, I'm weird.
I thought you feel like you feel fucking weird in here. Like,
oh, nah, bro. I just like, I like some of the artsy shit. Like,
no. I just asked because like if you have like a ghosty type vibe.
Oh fuck no,
Okay,
I
good. Because I don't have no ghosty vibes in here. Or nothing.
No, man, I like the way your place is set up. I like the fucking.
I appreciate that.
The arts and shit. I think that shit's cool.
I have a lot of artwork in here. I've always collected artwork.
Me and my girlfriend did painting with a twist.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that.
But that shit's lit as fuck.
You enjoy it?
Hell yeah.
Do you drink a lot? Or I mean, like,
Nah, hell no. I ain't no drinker.
yeah.
But they had like you could bring your own wine or whatever. But I mean, I drunk a little bit of wine.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get there and paint. I'm just trying to get there and paint.
Bro, in Denver they have painting with a twist, and I was like with joints. And I was like, yo, if I ever go back to Denver, I want to do that. That's probably like insane. I'll probably paint some fucking Picasso type shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that they had that.
No, I mean neither. It was crazy. I found out whenever we came back.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, we could have did that.
My artwork, even in my like room in my parents' house, like I had movie posters everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Like I had a crazy movie poster collection, music posters, just like I don't know. I'm a collector of dumb shit. I just collect random ass shit.
It's cool, man. It's your hobby.
Yeah, I guess those are comedians. You know who Brian Callen is?
No.
You ever see The Hangover?
Yeah.
You know the guy who goes, here you have your order of Stu and Jade, like the guy who married them.
Yeah.
That's
Dude, the
him.
glasses.
Yeah, so like he has a podcast right now. It's one of the biggest. That middle poster right there is from a movie called The Monster Squad. That was a movie filmed in the 80s. That was, it's pretty much, you ever see The Goonies?
Yeah.
It's like The Goonies, but these kids fight all the monsters. Like,
oh, shit.
Dude, I have a whole leg tattoo of it. It's my favorite movie ever. And that top one is Mark Maron. You know who that is?
No.
Mark Maron has one of the funniest stand-up bits I've ever heard, and it was about I saw him in Homestead. He came, and one of the bits were he buys like them pints of Ben and Jerry's.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I buy the pint of Ben and Jerry's, but then I have to buy the big one of the store brand ice cream, just a regular vanilla. And he was like, the Ben and Jerry's takes the place. He was like, think of it as cocaine. He was like, the Ben and Jerry's is the raw shit. And he was like, the Giant Eagle shit is the cut. He was like, you take the raw shit and you put some cut in it because the shit is too raw for you to handle at one time.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's is fire.
He's hilarious. He used to be like a drug addict, but now he's just a sober dude. He is one of the biggest dudes in podcasting.
I think some of the worst experience in your life can be some of the funniest
funniest things ever, because like your experiences are real,
right?
And you don't have to make shit up.
Right.
You just have to embellish it and put some spice in it.
Yeah, like you gotta
put your own spice in it.
Exaggerate.
Yeah, exaggerate. Yeah. Embellish.
Yeah.
Just like that's all it is. Yeah, man. I'm excited about comedy.
Fuck yeah, man.
We got to keep this shit going.
Oh, bro, I'm always pumped, bro.
I know.
This is fun as fuck.
I know. I'm excited about it. Okay. I got a couple more questions for you, and then we'll be done.
All right.
Cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm always curious. What would you do if you won $1 million?
Wouldn't tell nobody. I would act broke.
Yep.
And I would just up and leave randomly, and I would fly to Vegas.
That's where you would go, is Vegas?
Oh, California, LA, whatever.
Yeah. Is that where you would like to go? Like in a perfect world, if you where would you want to live?
Denver, but if it was hot.
Okay.
But
I want Denver cold.
Well, maybe like the cold seasons definitely.
Denver's unreal.
Oh my god, bro! Like the people.
Every person out there was so nice.
There was this mall we went to. It was like one of the biggest malls there. I forget what it was called.
Yeah.
And me and my girlfriend was in a Starbucks, and this random lady was smiling behind us. She just kept smiling, cheesing. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this lady? I'm like, hey, Miss Aarik. She's like, I'm sorry. I just like you guys. We're like, what? What you mean? You guys have a good vibe to you, you know? Like you're a handsome young man, you're a handsome young woman. You guys were great.
Yeah.
And it was so weird, but it was like,
dude, I just feel like people are happy out there because of how beautiful it is.
Bro, the scenery's so beautiful.
Everything out there, there was not one person that like just gave me a bad vibe at all.
No.
Everyone. I would walk into stores, just talk to people.
Right.
Everyone's just like, hi, how are you?
Yeah, with a big old smile on their face.
Yeah, big old smile. We went to Breckenridge, and Breckenridge was did you go there?
No.
It's like a touristy town, but I walked into this fucking candle store, okay? And this candle store, this girl was listening to a podcast, and I just like, obviously, you know I had to plug my shit, so I was like, yeah, I got a podcast too. She fucking downloaded one right there, started listening to it right there.
When I told people I do stand-up, they're like, where the fuck are you at? I said, I'm going to Hamburger Mary's in this place, and I around this town. It was like, we will be there.
Yeah.
And sure enough, that they showed up.
That's awesome. That seriously
I didn't remember their faces, but they showed up. That was cool.
That's cool, though. Okay. Now, this is a segment I have on all the podcasts. It's called Desert Island Questions.
Desert Island Questions. All right.
Okay, Desert Island Questions are, I give you 3 categories, and you get 3 choices for each category to take with you if you were stuck on a desert island forever. Mm-hmm. So the first thing is, if you could take 3 movies on a desert island that you have to watch over and over again for the rest of your life, what movies would they be?
All 3?
All 3.
Friday, the first one. Damn, this is a good one.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Friday, the first one. Friday, the second one. And damn, I just fucking seen this movie too. It was a good ass movie. No. Let me take out the second Friday and replace it with Deadpool. I fuck with Deadpool heavy.
That's fine.
So Friday, Deadpool. Damn, Friday, Deadpool, and I'll just fuck it. Fast and Furious 7.
7?
Bro, the latest one, bro, I swear to God, that movie was so dope. And I didn't see all the Fast and Furious.
What?
I seen like bits and pieces. I seen the first 3, and then I chilled off of it.
Yeah.
I seen parts of 5. I didn't see 4 at all. I seen bits of 5. I didn't care for 6, but 7 was like.
I stopped watching them.
7 was like.
I can't do it.
Bro,
I loved the first one.
Oh man, bro. A tiebreaker. Fast 7 and Jumanji, the new one with Kevin Hart.
Was that good?
Bro, fucking funny. Bro.
Everyone said it was hilarious.
Oh
I gotta watch it.
Bro,
honestly,
Kevin
I'm not a
Hart.
fan of Kevin Hart.
Really?
I'm a fan of him. I hate Kevin Hart's stand-up.
Really?
The only one I liked was the one where he was in a leather jacket that you see the meme where him going like this. That one was hilarious, okay. But like I'm not a fan of him in like Ride Along. Like
Ride Along was okay.
I wasn't a fan of that, but I liked him. Like I liked his old stand-up. His old stand-up was hilarious. But I don't know. Like some of his movies are kind of corny though. But
bro, he had me dying, bro.
Oh, I bet everyone said it was good though.
Well, I want to tell you, but I don't want to tell you because
don't tell me. I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't want to know about it. Okay,
the podcast knows what's a lot of funny parts.
The next category though. So you picked movies. Mm-hmm. The next category. Did you read books ever growing up?
Here and there.
I usually ask people 3 books they would take with them on a desert island, but I also give someone who doesn't read books too much another category as of video games.
All right, perfect. Let's do video games.
Okay.
Madden, GTA, definitely, and Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Well, I have Wi-Fi on the island.
Fuck it. I'll let you have some Wi-Fi.
Okay, Fortnite.
Fortnite, is it fun?
Bro, Fortnite's insane. You got an Xbox. I got an Xbox. I'm surprised you didn't play yet.
I don't play video games.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I got that Xbox as a DVD player.
Yeah, a Blu-ray.
I straight up bought that because a Blu-ray player was like $160. A 4K player was $160. Mm-hmm. And that Xbox was, I think, like
Fortnite's free, though.
Was like $140. Really? I ain't got no time for video games.
I don't blame you. Neither do I. I hardly play them except for like at night, but it's rare that I play it. Like,
bro, I'll be asleep by 9:30, 10.
Bro, I swear. I got an old man body.
I know. But
definitely Madden, GTA, and Fortnite. I just got in Fortnite real heavy, and I haven't played any other game since.
What do you play it on Xbox?
Yep, the Xbox and P4.
Maybe I'll download it.
It's free. There's nothing to lose.
Is it? I don't even get it. But okay, so you picked them video games. Now, this might be a difficult one. CDs. 3.
CDs like music CDs.
Yeah.
Kanye West The Graduation one. Kanye West Late Registration.
You a big Kanye guy?
I love Kanye West. I love all his old music. If Kanye now was who he was 10 years ago,
yeah,
like if he was probably.
What's your favorite Kanye track?
That's hard to say.
Is it?
That's really hard to say.
You
bro.
don't have a favorite one?
I like them all. I swear, there's not one that I really dislike.
I think my favorite is probably Through the Wire. I just like the story behind it.
I like everything behind. Damn, top 3 for College Dropout. Fuck it, throw that in there. I love
Family
College
Business
Dropout.
was definitely probably one of my favorite songs he's ever made.
I think when he got married to Kim, I think that's when he started going downhill. He started fucking shit up.
You didn't like The Life of Pablo?
I did to a certain extent, but like it's not who you are. It's not the old Chi-Town Kanye. It's this weird ass West Side Kanye. Like what the fuck?
He's very bizarre.
And it's just what it is. Like it's like he's on.
I talk about this with so many people. It's just like I have a weird relationship with Kanye.
Yeah, like doesn't matter what he puts out, I will listen to it. I don't give a fuck. Like I have right now. I used to work at Best Buy, and they had his CD for $7. His late registration.
Yeah.
Or no. It was graduation. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you guys kidding me? This is $7?
Yeah. I'd buy 2.
I couldn't. It was only one left.
Yeah.
There's only one left. And I bought that so fast. And I just was like, here, I want this. I'm gonna play it as soon as I get in the car. And best believe I rode home. That's still in my car and I still listen to it. That gives me a lot of motivation. I think Graduation, Stronger, and Flat and All of the Lights.
That's a good one.
All of the Lights is not on his.
I just think it's
Graduation.
fucked up. Like, I just think he's a weird dude. He's just
He
super weird.
I think I don't know, man. He's just weird.
But he has lyrics. Name one genius that ain't crazy.
Name one genius that ain't crazy.
That's a perfect way to say it,
bro. I like his new shit, but I'm like, I'll definitely blast it. But like, it's not.
Ultralight Beam. That's a
with,
dope song.
There's like, with Chance the
Father
Rapper.
Stretch My Hands Part 1.
With Chance the Rapper. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, Father Stretch My Hands. One of the meanest songs on that whole album is Wolves.
Saint Pablo.
That's a good one too. Yeah,
Saint Pablo.
No More Parties in L.A.
Yep, him and Kendrick.
Yeah. What kind of music do you listen to now?
I listen to anything really. I don't give a fuck what it is.
What's some of your favorite shit that you're just like that you fuck with? Like, you know what I've been listening to heavy?
What?
Is I'll tell you right now. I like that Wiz 412, that Wiz 420 freestyle was dope.
Bro, what is I didn't hear that. I heard that shit's hard.
Hard.
Was it
Dumb hard.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, we'll play it after this. I listen to a lot of local dudes for sure.
I try to. Sometimes I do listen to local dudes. Let me not lie.
Like who?
I like Hardo. I like Jimmy Wapo.
Yeah.
I like Kizzle. He just came home last year.
Yeah. Kizzle's tapes are Threads. You already know that.
Yep. Maybe like they're like
Jimmy Wapo is hype.
You don't like him?
I say he's hype.
Oh, I thought hype isn't like
no. Jimmy Wapo is killing it right now.
Yeah, but he's up there, man.
I'm trying to get him on here.
He's fucking dope, man. He's that dude right now.
Yeah,
I like Hardo.
Hardo's super.
I grew up listening. Not really grew up, but like as a young age, like Cutthroat was like
Stressin'.
Stressin' is on. Stressin' is one of my favorite songs on my phone.
You already know. Ghost of Tris.
Yep, that's my shit.
Yeah, you already. I listen to all that. So there's like dudes named JKJ. He's a dude from McKeesport. He just came out with an album. PK Delay. PK Delay has a new album called Silver that's fucking dope. Bro, honestly, I just listen to like I listen to like some Tory Lanez. I've been listening to. I fuck with Drake.
You listen to FBG Duck? You know who that is?
Yeah, big dude.
Yeah.
I've listened to that stuff before.
I like that song. Slide. I like FBG Duck. He was in Pittsburgh like a couple weeks ago, and I met him at Ross Park. He's a cool dude. I mean, them Chicago guys are scary looking, but I felt like I made them laugh a couple times, and once I made them laugh, I was like, "Ooh, I'm safe."
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah,
that's dope. All right, last question. If you could talk to anyone in the world, alive or dead, who would it be? I ask every guest this question.
Man,
and the last questions.
Damn, if I could talk to anyone,
it's interesting, right?
It is because there's a lot of interesting people. Like, I would like to talk to Michael Jackson because he's one of the greatest R&B pop singers, rappers, whatever.
Yeah, dude, he's not. Someone said that before.
Yeah, I would like to talk to him. I like to talk to Richard Pryor.
Oh, that would be unreal.
Bro, just having even like a sit down. Yeah. Probably Richard Pryor because that's one interesting man.
Yep.
Like if I could sit down.
You ever see Moving?
No.
Dude, you need to watch that. It's a movie with him and Dana Carvey.
Okay.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's a hilarious movie. Richard Pryor would definitely be a good one.
I'm trying to think of one more, dead or alive. That's really it. I don't really care for nobody else. But like either Michael Jackson or Richard Pryor. Like they're them two interesting. I mean, Michael had his problems, but whatever.
But like to be who he was,
like
had to be a wild dude.
Yeah,
like an interesting person.
You're Michael Jackson. Like, oh my gosh.
Like probably one of, I'd say, top 10 biggest name in the world.
Yeah, without a doubt.
As far as musical acts, like he's up there with like I mean, Prince.
His songs are still.
Yeah, they still are banging.
His songs are still banging.
Yeah, for sure. Those are all good answers. But all right, I think this was good. I'm happy with this.
Oh man, I appreciate you having me, man.
I appreciate you coming. Plug anything you want to plug right now.
I don't have anything coming up, so I don't know what to plug in.
I mean, your Instagram.
Oh, well, shoot. Follow me on Instagram, King Nesby, KINGNESBY. Follow my Snapchat, Papa Nesby, POPPN_NESBY. I don't know. That's it. Shout out to all the people who. Just shout out to the guys. I don't know.
To the guys?
Just to the guys.
I got a I'll put everything in the description below too.
All right, cool.
So people will just be able to click.
All right.
Thank you for everyone listening. I appreciate it very much. Follow me on social media. Instagram at I'll Call You Right Back. Twitter at ICYRB Podcast. Facebook, I'll Call You Right Back Podcast, or you could email me at I'll Call You Right Back at gmail.com. Again, thanks for listening, and I'll call you right back.